You know, bear with me. Bear with me. Yes, there it is. No, no. Be real. Very real. Damn it. It's my own reflection. There it is. Shut up. Damn it. There it is. Oh my God. Yes, oh, I know what this is. Yes, this is conditioning. This is somehow, yeah. No, we're totally unable to distinguish one thing from another. The mind needs to be able to parse it all up. You know, take every little element. Take every little element into account. It's called discernment, you know. The mind is capable of doing this. The mind is capable of doing this. You are engaged with a two-dimensional image. A two-dimensional image. Anything can be perverted. Anything can be transformed into something that it ought not to be. Anything. Anything. Anything at all. There is no solid ground. Nothing is safe in this world. A fire can warm you. Can warm you on a cold night. Keep you from death. Oh, and you can also be burnt up in a fire. You know, your proximity to it. You know, how you engage with it is crucial, my friends. I do this all very intentionally. You know, I have a low image consciousness. It's all by design. You have to develop your discernment. I am not trying to hurt anybody. There are wicked people who, yeah. You know, I was just remembering. I was remembering this incident. You know, before I was, transformed into this this thing. There's some kind of incident, you know, in a yard. You know, I was just playing with other kids. We were sort of wrestling around, just playing. You know, and there was this girl there, and she seemed very engaged. She was very lively, you know, and very lively and excited about the, you know, wrestling around, and you know. And I began to just wrestle with her, you know. And I wasn't hurting her, and you know, she seemed to like the, you know, like the challenge of it, you know. And I was trying to teach her, you know, and show her, you know, what I could do, and you know, it was just fun. I wasn't hurting her, and you know. Then afterward, you know, it was like I was taken aside, and you know, she was also sort of instructed that, you know, that she really didn't like doing that. She really didn't like wrestling with me. It was upsetting to her. She was counseled that it was upsetting to her. You know, and I was told, well, you really can't wrestle with girls. You know, you could hurt them. You could hurt them. You know. I think we need to pretend that this is heaven. In heaven, you could wrestle with the girl if you wanted to. You know, I must have only been maybe 6 years old or something. And I think I reckon actually, it was that very same girl who later, she came to our house one evening, and she was in this very fine dress, and we're going to go to some kind of event and have mulled cider. It was that very same girl, and that's what it was. That's. And she knew, she knew me. She was very excited to see me. Very excited, very, very overjoyed to see me and to be wearing those clothes and just the whole situation. I think if I were a girl, given today's programming, this hopeless saturnine, Malthusian death cult that we have going on today, I probably would only wish to, have sex just with other girls, I probably just want to have sex with other girls. And I wouldn't want to, bring children into this world. I just see it as a hopeless endeavor, and, if I believed all these damn lies. Because everything's, you people make everything so goddamn serious all the fucking time. Everything's too fucking serious. You gotta train people like they're like they're a million years old already, or it's just the most dire circumstance ever. They're always in some kind of dire circumstance, some kind of something approaching a life raft situation. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick. So it's so all this inhibition, all this. Was I accustoming her to rape or something? Was I? Jeez. That would have had just too similar a quality, really? Really? Just so fucking worthless. Yeah. If psychedelic drugs were real, they were legal. We wouldn't be having these silly problems. We could see what was what, and mind control would be impossible. Everybody would know what was going on all the time, with everybody around them all the damn time. There'd be greater collaboration, and just in no time at all, the whole world would be completely transformed. And I'll tell you, it's not a spinning ball in space. No. There are simple, easy proofs that it's flat and stationary. In a future video, I'll, when I'm in a different state of mind, I'll cover that. I may even demonstrate, one of the proofs, one of the, I do, after all, have a powerful burning and engraving laser I could use. Very simple. You know, if a man goes prone, if you have a powerful rifle, you know, powerful flat shooting rifle, if you know about the bullet's trajectory, and, you know, if a man were to simply go down on one knee, you know, and you're at the same elevation, if he were to simply drop down on one knee, you probably couldn't, you certainly couldn't see him. You know, if we were to drop down, he would just dive to the side and be prone. There's no possible way you could ever, certainly you couldn't see him. Now, if you had a machine gun, it was in a tripod, you know, and one of those tripods with the traversing and elevation mechanism, you click, you know, right, you know, you just, you know, firing out bullets like that. I mean, you could, you know, lob those bullets in, and maybe by chance you'd hit him, you know, but you wouldn't see him. That's the thing. You would not see him because of the curvature of the earth, because of it sloping away. You know, it's sloping away. You know? There's a 4-foot drop at a mile, supposedly, but there's no drop at all. At 2 miles, it's 8 feet, roughly. And then it's even more than 12 feet at 3 miles, because it progressively drops off more and more and more. This is trigonometry. It's a trigonometry formula. I'm not too